Welcome back to this tutorial. Let's just go ahead and clear up some loose ends from the previous tutorial. The first loose end is the Nmap, and Nmap is a tool which you can use to scan the network and to see which ports are open, to confirm that port 80 is indeed open. So we can just go ahead and type in yum install Nmap. I think I already have it installed here. I do, and then just type in Nmap and the IP address, so 192.168.0.101. Press enter and let's see what the scan returns. Come on. Yeah, the scans can take a while, especially if you're scanning for all 1000 ports. So, I wanted to interrupt it, but that didn't happen. Anyway, next scan that I'll perform it only on port 80, so it will be quicker. So you can see that the port 80 is indeed open and that the web server is indeed functional. Let's go ahead and stop the web server and see what happens. So systemctl stop httpd dot service. Okay, we've stopped it, and let's redo the Nmap scan. Let's increase the verbosity level. Let's make it tell us everything, and let's say that we would like only to scan for port 80, to probe for port 80 to see if it's actually opened or not. Any moment now, please. There is like only one host and this is localized. Be faster. And there you go. So it says port 80 TCP closed. It is no longer open. You can take a look at the difference as opposed to here. So it says open here, and then it says down below here it says closed. If we just go ahead and start HTTPD service, if we perform a scan one more time, I'm pretty sure that you can guess what the result will be. Just trying to make a point here, nothing in particular. You can just use it to verify that the ports are open on the server. For example, if you have a web server running like I do here on some server and you can't access it from outside, you don't know what the problem is, one of the things that you can do is actually scan yourself to see whether your machine is actually listening on specific ports. Anyway, let's go ahead and clear up this screen. Now there is another interesting thing, and obviously you can use Firefox as a web browser in order to access your content and to see and verify whether the web server is functional or not. But imagine that you are in an environment without a GUI and you need to run a confirmation that this server is indeed functional. How would you do that? Well, simple enough. You would use a text-based browser which would enable you to do something of a kind. And I'm going to go ahead and go back to Red Hat and do it from here. I think I have it somewhere around here. Yep, yum search elinks. That's the web browser that I was talking about, which is text-based. I don't have Lynx here. Lynx is also another text mode web browser. Could be the same thing. I really have no idea. It's completely irrelevant. It's just something that you will use a couple of times to verify that something is running or it is not running. That is literally it. You will never actually use it to browse the web or anything of a kind. Anyway, it's elinks. So just type in yum install elinks, enter. Any moment. Come on. I do believe that this is installed here, but for some strange reason it's working. This virtual machine is working really slow. Could be that I have taken a lot of resources from it. Oh, okay, so it is not installed at all. So let's go ahead and say yes, it is okay. Go. Running transaction check. Warning. Go. Verifying. There we go. And if we would like to access our web server over there, you would type in elinks space http colon slash slash 192.168.0.101, enter. Unable to retrieve, no route to host. Interesting. Do you really want to exit links? If you're wondering what I pressed, I just pressed escape. Yes. Ping google.com. I do have a response. So what is the deal with this IP address? Again we have some problems, so let's just try it one more time. 192.168.0.101. I am getting a reply, so everything should be proper, everything should be functional. Let's see if I can access it via Firefox, if I didn't mess something up while during the test stages. Let's try to reload it. I cannot reload it. Interestingly enough, I have, during my testing sessions, I have actually messed around with the firewall, and it could be a problem because I'm not making these videos from one piece. There's a little bit of chopping involved. So let me just find the command that I've used so I don't have to retype it in again. Come on, there we go. So will you be so kind as to magically access it now? Yep, there we go. And then we're gonna go ahead and perform the same thing that we did as before. elinks go, and there we have it. So we can actually use a text-based browser from our terminal and access the web server in order to confirm is it functional or not. By the way, the scans that I did with 10map and everything like that with the port and the IP tables, as I said, I'm not making these videos from one piece, I'm dropping them out, so sometimes I change something in the middle or in between. Anyway, make sure that your firewall settings are correct, and we will deal with that a bit later on, very soon actually. I think we just have FTP and VNC, something else, and then we're going to move on into SC Linux and Firewall D.